Okay, it looks like everything is good and in working order. Welcome, one and all. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, those that are neither and those that are in between. I am the sarcasm detector, as it says, like right up there. It says my name, sarcasm detector, right there. I am also known as the Low Life Cat on Twitch, and I am a cat, a very fine feline specimen, if I say so myself, and a VTuber as well, and a variety streamer. Tonight I am going to be playing some Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the first game. We're going to be continuing our playthrough, which we've been at it for this week since this game has released. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Actually is, or was, one of my favorite games. I guess it still is since I'm streaming it, right? We're going to have some fun with it and streaming it in high definition 1440p 2K. We got some chill music playing in the background. I hope you guys have yourselves a nice, chill night. I like to do calm and chill content. It's my thing, I guess. I like to think of my stream as a nice, calm place on the internet, and I hope you guys think so too. So sit back and relax, and let's jump into this. I don't like to waste too much time. I like to jump right into this. And we are... I gotta remember what the control settings are. Journal. Expose Saren. Speak to the ambassador. Meet him at the Lion's Docking Bay. Accessible through the central elevator in the CSEC Academy. So CSEC Academy is where we need to go. Do I need to level up by any chance? No, but I have Spectre training. What does this give me? This nice. Okay. All these powers. So I'm already level 5. I gotta remember, E is not a interact button. CSEC, here we go. Have arrived at CSEC. Nice. Traffic control, CSEC office. Requisition office, we've already been there. Let's check the rest of CSEC out before we head out. Gotta remember that the space bar is the sprint button, I think. Decryption skill too low. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta boost that at some point. I'll put some points into it.
Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you?
Nope.
Did you want something?
There was talking. I didn't hear it. Wow. Okay. Well, I might have to fix the audio.
What are you doing here?
I am Jalid. I came here to seek aid from the authorities, but they won't listen to me. My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
Thank you very much. We'll put some good music on for you.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Oh, well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Wasn't that the Solarian who asked us to scan the Keepers?
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Curious and curious. Just want to take a look here. Is there anything else? Nope. Go back up to the market. Pretty. Oh, there's one to scan right there. Is there nothing there? This is flight control, right? Interesting. Start codex update. And oh. Let's not go there. That's bad. I don't want to fall off the map and, start breaking stuff right away. Let's get like a little bit further into the stream before we start breaking stuff.
Hello, Commander.
Okay, that was just a hello. Okay, hello. Markets.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
So glad these elevators are so much faster. We already scanned this guy. What is this? Public extranet terminal. All right, Shorban, where are you? Regional markets, they said. So over this way. This way, maybe? Okay, maybe down here. Jorben, where are you? Why are you so hard to find? There you are.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Quit stalling. Your friend, Jalid, told us about you.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me everything.
You boys can go.
Oh, he's got bodyguards.
Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
That doesn't explain why you're trying to kill your partner.
I'm not trying to kill him. Jaleed's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jaleed already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jaleed. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jaleed won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
We have a paranoid mole. This is complex. That's a pretty pink hoodie there. And you know what? You're wearing pretty pink stuff. I'm not gonna judge you guys though. Or I don't even know if you're like I don't know if I should be calling you guys because you're aliens, and I don't know what your preferred pronoun is. So let's leave it at that. Let's go back to CSEC. Loading screen is pretty fast and saves us from having to do a bit of running, so this is just a slightly bit faster. Where is you, Jaleed? There you is, paranoid little mole person.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jaleed.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You lied to us about the Keeper data.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Yay, alright, a little bit of experience. Not enough to level up. But still, alright, so we wanna, that's to the Presidium. Here we go.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
And that is because we helped her out, right? Oh, that was quick. I'm still having trouble believing how fast these elevators are. If you've played any Mass Effect 1 in the past, the original, you know why I'm so giddy about that.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I think we should start with the RA.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
No more questions.
Yes, Commander?
How are you
Well,
holding on?
we'll ask a few more questions.
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren.
The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant.
The only thing I care about is stopping
You're right,
Saren.
Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Feros?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I should go.
Let's go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
We're gonna go into space. Yeah, space.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in...
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, +4 Paragon. Nice, nice. Okay, well, we didn't actually look outside. Let's talk to all those
Commander.
people.
Something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I have to go.
That's it. Cool. Anything to pick on here? The navigator.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Yeah, Seth Green is the voice for Joker. He did a really good job, by the way.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
That's it? Yeah.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Carry on. Yeah, there's some really good actors and stuff here. What was this? This is the conference room, right? Oh, yeah. Codex. I like how when you get to Mass Effect 2, the SR2 Normandy is pretty much the same as the Normandy, except bigger. Just bigger. Although I really like the ship from the... You don't want to miss out on anything. The smallest thing.
Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
Oh, that's Star.
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Yeah, I think we already had this conversation.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So about to say that even like the tiniest little conversation detail pops up somewhere. You know, something, that little detail here in And Mass Effect 1 rule could pop up again in Mass Effect 3, for example. And we're gonna, well, hopefully gonna go through all 3 games. No, this is my room. It doesn't have the fish tank that the SR2 does. Ooh, double bed. Noise. Oh, there's a little locker here. Can I not combine it? I'll just take everything.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden.
Why is your voice so quiet?
We were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted.
The audio's kind of weird.
Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
So downstairs. And this is where all my aliens hang out.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
It's the makeup. We're gonna have some fun with that. Requisition.
Looking for supplies?
What are licenses?
Manufacturers sell. I already have. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost
Show
if
me.
you can find them.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
So I already got him some licenses. What am I at? 29,000. These guys are cheap. Light armor. Let's do a compare. More damage protection, less shield. Medium armor. Technically, I can bring it. Maybe. Assault rifle. Ooh. This one's nice. That's not as accurate. Comparable item equipped because I can't. Assault. It's the Lancer 3. I'm using the Lancer 1. using the Reaper one. Yeah, I might upgrade my sniper. What about the Avenger 3? No, hold it. Okay, although it's less accurate. And no, can I actually afford it? No. The answer is no. So Harrison. I don't have. Can I afford the armor? I think I want to keep the attack bionic assault rifle. I think it'll stick with what I have right now. What about myself? I want like upgrades and stuff. Equipment. Sighting. Improved sighting 2, already have that. Weapon. Your armor piecing round. What about I have number 1? These rounds are stamped with target cooldown reduction. Damage versus synthetic. Chameleon tool. This is what my Omni tool. I need to get a better one, right? And this is what my armor. Let's add some extra shielding, but that looks good. All right. Let's talk to Rex and then we'll plan. Oh, hello. Okay, there are these guys' lockers. She's not a biotic, is she? She's not.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
It is nice.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance
touchy.
doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan,
Point.
would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So
All right.
Shepard.
Let's go talk to... Yeah, her. No, Engineer Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
This is how they describe the invisibility systems, which is actually very scientifically accurate. Also, you don't need to make the ship invisible in space most of the time. You know, space is very, very big. So, you know, most of the time, ships are not going to be close enough to each other for an actual visual inspection. It's one of the nitpicks I have with actual Star Trek and even Star Wars, where like ships are like right on top of each other. Like, in truth, you really wouldn't be that close to each other in space.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Stu, how you doing? Not doing too bad. Doing some Mass Effect. We're almost in space. Oh man, we've been sitting here for better part of an hour and we still haven't managed to get off the space station. You know how it is, just running around talking to every person. It's been maybe, bloody hell, how long has it been since the last time I played this game? Over 10 years. I love this game, by the way.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Have you played Mass Effect in the past? Either any of the games, 1, 2, 3, Andromeda? It's a good pickup, I think, if you're into these type of game. The first game, Mass Effect, is still a little rough. I mean, the original came out in 2007. And despite how it looks like, it's not a first person or like a over-the-shoulder shooter. It's an RPG. And you've never played, never. Wow.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, Commander.
So it's less of a shooter and more of an RPG. So it has some of the clunkiness of an RPG game, which isn't like, it's not bad. But it's the Legendary Edition. They did fix a lot of the issues that the game had. A lot of issues, actually. They cleaned up a lot of stuff. It's still clunky, but there is a story in Mass Effect. A lot of stories. And it is really well told.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive
Do
like
it.
this before. I can't
This is the
believe
first
you
one,
were
Mass Effect.
into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
This is actually kind of like a good 3-4 deal. The Legendary Edition I'm talking about. Don't waste your time with the them individually and stuff. The Legendary Edition contains the first 3 games, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. All the DLCs, or at least I think it's all the DLCs. It might be most of them. And they're, the lighting, graphics have been cleaned up. It's not a HD remaster per se, but the graphics have been cleaned up. The lighting effects have been cleaned up. And they integrate with each other a little bit better. I believe they removed the multiplayer. There was a multiplayer function on the third game, Mass Effect 3. They removed that. But the leveling process has been... The leveling process has been streamlined quite a bit. We were talking about it the other day, actually, during the last stream. So normally it takes this game, Mass Effect, has 60 levels. That's the normal game. Your character, your character mouse cap level is level 60. However, you cannot get to level 60 in one playthrough. So in the past, you had to do 2 or 3 playthroughs to get to max level. With the increasing difficulty of the game. With the Legendary Edition, you can max out your level in one playthrough, and they have it set up that way so that you can play the first game and then jump into the second game and then jump into the third game. One of the nice things is the save files transfer over from each game. So when I'm done with Mass Effect 1, I can load up Mass Effect 2 and import the save game. And all the different choices that I've made in the 1 will have effect on Mass Effect 2. Same thing with Mass Effect 3. Importing the save game from there, all the choices you've made in Mass Effect 1 and 2 carry over and will impact what happens in Mass Effect 3. Yes, thank you. as Zeph was saying, so there are little things that there's some stupid data that you can go and collect in Mass Effect, which absolutely has no effect in the first game. It's absolutely freaking worthless. But it just gives you a little bit of experience. So you go around collecting little data points here and there on this really weird, obscure mission. And at the end, you just get a little bit of experience for it. And so you're like, oh, well, that's just a shitty mission. And then in Mass Effect 3, 2 games later, that data is actually can be used for a different mission. It's little things like that. Choosing whether you rescue or kill someone in Mass Effect 1. It has a big effect on what happens in Mass Effect 3. It's yes, they really all tie together, and the Legendary Edition actually ties them together a little bit better. And it looks cool. Well, the graphics are upgraded slightly. The lighting is upgraded. I expect Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 to look that much better. I don't know how much of an improvement Mass Effect 1 got, but for a game that's older than Star Trek Online from 2007, it looks pretty good.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Cool.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work, mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
There is some really fine ass in Mass Effect 2. I will confirm that. Although it might take us a little bit of time to actually get to the second game streaming it. I'm only streaming it a couple of days a week, and I'm taking it slowly, so we will get there eventually. Michael Hall, how you doing? You think I'm getting Is it out for PlayStation 4 or 5, or is it out for both? I'm not familiar with the whole PlayStation stuff. I actually kind of want to get myself a console at some point. Either the PS5. We actually have a Switch upstairs. It's actually my sister has her hands on it. I might borrow that and maybe do some Switch streaming. Find a really decent game and stream that.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Sounds like it really is for PS4. The PS5s are still ridiculously hard to find, right? Like they're suffering the same issue that the video cards are. It's like they've all been snapped up by the Bitcoiners.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Oopsie, Studi, you just got yourself a dad vehicle, a minivan owner. So you can drive the kid now to soccer practice and all that. Well, once the lockdown and the pandemic is over, right? You can go to soccer practice, or feels bad. But it's really nice and I don't have to drive it. Well, you have your Fiat, right? You have a crossover, right? The hybrid crossover, or we were talking about it in the other stream. No, so it might not be a hybrid. It's a Fiat. I remember that. What kind of van did you get, MC2?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Honda. Those aren't really nice. An Odyssey, and you say you don't have to drive it, so you bought a minivan, and you're dumping it on your wife. You're gonna turn her into a soccer mom.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt
What are her thoughts on this?
No. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
That or the fully loaded. Oh boy, everything in it. So like little screens in the back for the kids to watch their shows, and Wi-Fi and LTE, and maybe like a little ice box, air conditioned seats. We got heated for winter times. Ay. Did you get massagers in the seat as well, or was that like a step too far? Does Honda not have that, or do you have to go to Acura to get the massage seats?
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So in that case, forget I said anything, and hopefully the wife is not watching. You don't want her like running down and say, massage seats? Can we get an upgrade? Oh man.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
I'm sure you can, like, the massage sheet as a aftermarket, like an aftermarket upgrade or something like that. You'd have to rip the seats out and replace them, but I think at this point, I think you should probably go to the wife and say if she wants to know, then she better work out for them herself.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
That would actually be a bit cheaper. So I guess she's fine and happy with being upgraded. Would it be an upgrade to being a soccer mom? No. And the other question is, do you still have your own car? Do you have your own vehicle, or did you trade in your sports car for a minivan?
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
Oh, you should do it before she sticks some Fortnite decals on it. Okay, I think we finished talking to everyone here. I think we can finally go up into space. Maybe? Yeah, we can go back up into space now. Space! It's big. Although I hope she's not like listening to it or watching, because I don't want to give her ideas. I don't want to get blamed. All right, I think here is where we space. We get to fly the ship now. I need to remember how to get out of here. Fake YouTube. Hey, this dude. Dude, how do I get out of here? When I go into space. Escape. Dirt. Cool. Right, we're gonna go exploring the other dig site. System. Mark Hawkman. Doesn't say anywhere on the UI. I think it used to say it in the original game. I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't here. There was, I seem to remember there was something that told us how to space. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Really?
This is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Oh, okay. It's fine, Augie. Thank you very much for making the effort.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them.
All right, Stu, you have yourself a good night. I will catch up with you tomorrow.
Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
So well, if you see me playing like Assassin's Creed and stuff, you know I like to go through and do all the side quests that I can, all that are possible, before I actually go with the main storyline. Scanning the planet, you discovered a teeny moon with some odd reading. Revealed a destroyed escape pod. A League of One medallion. Light metal. Cobalt. Before we land this. And there is nothing to scan here. Okay. Let's do this. Oh man, that looks... we don't have her yet. Let's see what we're gonna have. Here, let's do that. Now we get to drive around. Battle of Exploration. Oh, hello. Okay, they did fix the vehicle. It's not as bouncy as before. Yeah. UNC. This is what we're doing right now. Missing researcher. There we go. League medallions and find valuable mineral. I think it's not this one. There's still a different mission that I'm thinking about. How do we get there? Is there a way? I don't think there's a way to cross here. Or maybe there is. We'll just have to... Maybe we'll just like Skyrim it or something. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Be a way up there. And remember, it uses both the direction keys, WASD, and the mouse for direction. I might be able to head up that. Let's find out. Something just showed up. What is this? Just a little bit of... Oh look, there's freaking mud on the tires. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do we exit the vehicle? Oh, it's not that button. Z? It's the zoom. You. Nice. What is this? Why is there like an orange thing there?
You lead, I'll follow.
Let's get moving. Securing
On
point.
me!
So that's the thing that tells us that we've done this one. Okay. Hey guys, a space game where we get to do some exploration. I fell off the cliff. Well, okay. You see that No Man's Sky got the SR1 Normandy in their game. Is it the SR1 Normandy or is it the base building thing? Because I've watched a couple of clips here and there of like really weird spaceship looking things in No Man's Sky, and it turned out to be they're not actual ships, but like actual it's like a base that someone built, player built base, and they just built it really well and made it look like a spaceship. The actual Normandy. Is there like a YouTube video on that or something? Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't magnet wheel. Biotic compound. What is this? Anomaly. You know what? Let's head this way first. We'll leave the compound for last. Oh, there is something next to that guy. That's fine. That's the biotic compound that we're heading to. And we'll save that for last. We'll just do our explorations around the map. Or try to. It's still hard to control this ground vehicle. Not as hard as the original game. Because that was kind of crazy. But we're gonna make it. Oh wait, let's head back down. But do we have to? Here. Cool. All right. I have no idea what that noise is. Is that part of the song? I don't know if you guys heard that. I can drop you around anytime. I don't know if you want me driving here, right? Unless your van has like jump jets that you can. Oh, here we go. No. Yeah, at least we didn't roll over. Baco's stop trying to embarrass me in front of MC Stu. Come on. Electronics skill too low. Maybe if I 0 points. What was electronics? Unlock dampening. So maybe I'll if I get a level or two in the next later on in this planet in this mission, I'll come back to this and. We'll just keep it in mind. Back to almost rolled it. Back to the SR1 Normandy in No Man's Sky. Is there like a video of that on YouTube or something? I'll have to look that up. There's a compound. We're going to be in for a heck of a fight here. I don't remember if there was a peaceful solution to this. Bold. Yeah, okay, so that's a survey thing. First thingy here. Oh, by the way, this interface here. This is completely new. This is a completely updated interface. This is not how the original looked like.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
At the far end of the compound? Are we talking about this one? Yep. They're still with me.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
Zero with guns. Okay, well, at least I don't have to shoot my way in.
Because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
We'll have to shoot our way out. And as you can see,
Biotics can feel safe here.
it's a heck of a... Will be a heck of a fight. CQB, I'm like an infiltrator, so...
Biotics can feel safe here.
Proof sighting combat sense. Take their shit. Their shit is now my shit. Where's the squad? Where's Rex? Did Rex get lost back there?
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance command patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Alright. He managed to pull this off without any violence. He chose no violence today. Which is good. I'm trying to be a hero. I know I'm an evil cat and stuff, but I think we can do without violence. Light armor assassin. Or assassin 2. God damn it. I'm trying to be good here. Evil cat does good deed. I guess we didn't get a level up, did we? No level up. Oh, we're kind of close. Damn it. Shh. Wow, all right. Maybe we can head up and... What was the button? Was it control? That wasn't it. Damn it.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
So this moon here, or this planet here, this is, we come here in Mass Effect 2, because I recognize this moon, the big scar on it. Isn't that in Mass Effect 2? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I get a level up for that? Or is it something we're just going to have to come back to at a later date after I've leveled up? Okay. It's something we're going to have to come back to. Paragon levels are they're increasing. Okay. It's familiar. There's like a gun with a big scar on it from a weapon, I guess. Hitting it or something. Check, this is the only one in this area. The main stuff for them. Alright, Ghost Rob. This one actually has 2 systems in it. I think I like the system in Mass Effect 2 better, where you actually get to fly around. Also, I think that's the same in Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect Andromeda. You get to pilot your ship to the different planets, if I remember correctly. I might be remembering it wrong.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call. Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Cargo's... Communications failing. Life support. Emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Alright, well, let's go save some people on Medcoast. There's a hazard planet. What is this? Transponder signal anomaly. It's like a lava planet. I get the feeling that ME3 is kind of like Mass Effect 2. You got to fly the ship around. Actually, there was quite a bit of going around the galaxy in ME3. You kind of had to grab support. I don't exactly remember. It's been a while. Come on, you can do it. One of the things that changed in this one, you don't insta-die if you touch lava now. Getting a little bit of lag here. Don't tell me that Steam is downloading something. It's a little bit jittery, so no downloads going on. It's still a bit jittery for some reason. I'm gonna grab that first. Bye. Ooh. Hopefully it's not too jittery on your guys' end. Whereas Mass Effect Andromeda was significantly better for the planetary exploration side. It's just too bad they only had like 2 planets. Well, there's more than 2 planets. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. If you played Mass Effect Andromeda. Ooh. What is you? Electronic skill too low. Gosh, nabbit. Well, that sucks. Means we have to come back here later. I think even with Mass Effect Andromeda, there was this one planet which was like a desolate moon thing. Even that looked better than this, but we'll give it a break. It's from 2007, right? This in 2007, this was like, holy moly, shenanigans. Well, we got some minerals here. Where's my minerals? I lost my minerals right there. Thorium.
You lead, I'll follow. Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
What wreckage? Oh, that wreckage.
Yeah, there's a trap.
Squish. Is that it? Was it ARP? Any more Geth around? Or instant set. It's a shame we can't get this record. Still haven't leveled up. Gosh damn. Please camp. Solarian artifact. 3 of 13. Okay, so it will just keep finding. Oh, that's the planet. Let's go over to Phoenix at the city, or the bird, the system. Low density terrestrial, enormous low density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere. .1 gram. Exploration 2. Nice. Hello, hidden structure. Anomaly and stuff. Oh, let's go for the hidden structure first. Looks like there's trouble there, though. I see red. Oh, fight. Let's level up. Nice. How many points do I have for? And I'm gonna put that. Can't attack and all your damage. Oh, I can. Okay. To decryption, maybe. Dampening. What does dampening do? It does. Cannot use biotic. Okay. Uses tech explosion damage. Or this is fitness. Pistol sniper. Let's put more into sniper and all. Okay. Hopefully that'll let us go back and get those things that we missed out on. But first we're gonna shoot some shit and cause some mayhem.
I know who runs this place.
Have you been here before?
No, but I was planning to come here before you and I met. This place belongs to a Turian scum named Taun Actus. It's a long story, but he's got something that belongs to me.
Good.
What is it?
Family armor. It's been with us for over 5 generations. Turian military took it from my father's father after the war. Somehow this ass wound up with it. I want it back.
We'll get it back. Now let's move.
Right behind you.
Shields down.
Okay. Well.
Lost shields.
Damn it. Wasn't doing much damage with that sniper, eh? Aww. Well, let's do this again. And try not to die. We'll save it before we get to that location. Once we get to that location. So we don't have to... Kind of surprised it didn't do an autosave at the... once we entered the base. Like the map change. In my opinion, if you do a map change, it should be an automatic save. Autosave. Oh, I didn't pick it up. Derp. Let's do that.
I know.
Have you been here before?
No, but it's a long story, but he's got something that belongs to me.
What is it?
Fab Turian milk. Somehow this ass wound up with it. I want it back.
We'll get it back. Now let's
Right
move on.
behind you.
It's a shotgun. Let's pull out this guy. Yeah. And we'll do the save game right here. Was it H or G to heal up? I forget. This is a bit too high level for us. So it's totally possible to get into content that's too difficult. What time is it? You just might be a little bit too tired. It's been a long day. Where are we at? 2 hours and 15 minutes. You know what? Maybe we'll dive into this on the next stream. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to see some research and figure out critical failure. Yeah. This might be a little bit too difficult for us at the moment, so I'll have to double check. But in the spirit of keeping the VODs short, so people will watch them. We want people to watch the VODs. We're gonna cut it short here for tonight, but I will be back tomorrow with friends playing Phasmophobia. Check it out. The link is already published on the YouTube page. I will be doing some Phasmophobia with friends tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Q Continuum is going to be there. Stu 1701 is going to be there. We're going to have lots of friends. We're going to get the shit scared out of us. Lots of brown pantsing. Maybe. We'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourself tonight. As usual, enjoy your company. Enjoy having discussions with you. We'll be back tomorrow, and I will set up the schedule for next week as well. There's going to be more Mass Effect. Definitely going to be playing it more than once a week. Probably going to set it up to have like maybe like two streams per week of Mass Effect, a couple of streams of Star Trek Online. Of course, Assassin's Creed is still a thing. That's just on YouTube, on Twitch. So of course, Star Trek Online and other stuff. Guys, enjoy your weekend. It is a Friday night. Go have some fun somewhere. Or maybe not. Go have fun where you are at already. I will catch up with you later and have yourselves a good night. This is the Sarcasm Detector saying bye-bye.